Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. I'm Lawrence, and today we're going to take a look at the Action Force Rollout. And I just got this figure in today. I know they've started to ship. I know there's been other reviews. Today we're going to take a look at Rollout. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, follow the channel. Appreciate it. Like I said, I enjoy doing this content, and it helps showing that people actually enjoy seeing what I'm doing. So, first off, I want to address some of the things that were fixed in these figures, and then one mishap that I had with one of my figures. So, we're going to start off. We're going to address the figure and what we had with the first wave. So, in the first wave, if you guys remember all the reviews that I did, they were not my figures. And each and every single one of them needed to be soaked in hot water or heated up with a blow dryer. Not that big of a deal, but they were super, super tight joints. These figures did not have to do it with any of them. I got 3 of them in. I did not get Sarge in. I'll get Sarge from a buddy of mine. I'm not a Sergeant Slaughter fan, so I did not buy either one of them. So, these figures, I did not have to heat up, open them up right out of the package. No issues moving his joints. And Kennedy Duster. I didn't have any issues with his either. The Scarab, on the other hand, his leg snapped the moment I moved it. It wasn't a tight joint. It was almost like just rib meat just falling off the bone. So I sent in, I wait to hear back. Hopefully they rectify it. That type of stuff that happens. I'm going to hold off on doing a review until I hear back and I get a replacement or refund or whatever it is. Hey, you know what? That type of stuff happens. But it was disappointing that the moment I opened them, I didn't even bend one of the legs. So that right there is something to be concerned with. I don't know. Just watch for it. Didn't have this issue with Rollout. The hands, I still did have an issue pulling them off. They have very, very, very thick joints. But heat up with a blow dryer, popped off just like that. No problem. The other issue that this was a carryover is undoing the vest. And I popped this one off just to see if I was going to have an issue, and there is no way this thing is going back on. I think I'm going to have to shave this down if I want to get it on now. If you have them in a pose, it really won't be that big of a deal. You won't notice. But it is disappointing that if you pop this off, good luck getting it back on. So, that right there is going to address some of the issues that we had with the figure. So, oh, and the stand. Yeah, stand 2, no issue putting him on here. He went on very easily, unlike Wave 1. And I will say it once again, or I will say it for the first time. I saw another reviewer, he said the same thing. He opened up his figures, no problem. All the joints, everything seems to move perfectly fine. Pegs fit on. The hands, I'm not overly concerned with because they are tight and you want them to stay on, so not overly concerned. So here we go. We'll take a look at Rollout. This is the figure. Right now I have him with his sidearm. He's got his helmet on with his night vision. Very nice looking figure. I'll talk about the face in a little bit. Then you have the box, stand, and the box once again. File card like the G.I. Joe Classified should have, but don't. Your action points. So here you have Rollout. You get his name of Gregory R. Seams. He's from Philadelphia. He's a first lieutenant, so he's pretty high up there. He's an actual officer. And once again, you got the cross out, which I do like. Again, Classified. G.I. Joe, come on, guys. Hasbro, this is what we want. Again, not the 5 language like you give when you do give them. Again, it tells you Action Force. And again, I love the artwork. I like that it's uniformed, which is different, something I'm not happy with like Classified, but I love that it's uniformed. It tells you what number he is, but really, that's what I want to see. So, let's take a closer look at the figure. No one wants to look at my face. They want to see what this figure is, and I'm just rambling on. Okay, closer look. Once again, here at the box, it says Action Force. I do believe they changed the color. Not a big deal to me. Here we have the side, and again, I really do like this figure. I think he looks really nice. I love the artwork. And you have the file card again. I'm not going to read the file card. You can pause this if you want to. It gives you the Action Force points. He did say he's going to be doing some stuff. The action points will work. And you got to love the cross cell. Again, just brings back to what we loved about G.I. Joe. Alright, Valaverse, where you can get it. All that other good stuff. It does come packaged with lots and lots of different things. As you can see, here it is. And again, as I said before, it comes with this cover, and then it also has this sheet over it to keep the paint from rubbing. I never really had an issue, but hey, you know what? He's obviously doing his best to make sure that we get a pretty good product. So, take a look at Rollout here. And there we go. So, he does come with a sidearm, which we've already had in the line, which I really do like. It fits in his holster really nice. I do like their holsters. Then he comes with his other knife, all right, which goes into the back. This is the same vest as Condor has, different paint scheme. I do like that it shows that it's some damage. It has some wear on it. I do believe a lot of this is a little bit new here. I had no issues, again, with the joints. They bend really nice. It's got this little canteen, I believe, or some sort of pack. Knees both bend perfectly fine. Again, no warming up. The hands, again, hit them with a blow dryer. I definitely had to do that, as I felt like they're just really tight. And I'm perfectly fine with that, because, again, I want them to stay in. I don't want them loose, and we're not going to have that issue. But I did not have an issue with them bending back and forth. So if you remember any of the other videos, I had a huge issue with these bending. So all of these hands that we had were really tight, and these bend really easily. No issues at all. So that stuff has been addressed. I like that he's addressing stuff. And once again, here's your Action Force stand. As you can see, it has the mark across, so you put the slit across, so you put the file card behind it. And he does fit perfectly fine, just like he should. So that's been addressed. I like that. I like that he's addressing his issues that he had before. He comes with, I believe this is the Scar. I really like this weapon. Removable mags. And then he has 2 removable mags that are on his pouch. And where was it? Oh, maybe it was the other figure. Anyway. So, the one thing that, and this one I think is actually better, is I think there are just too many face paint apps on some of these figures. I mentioned this in the other reviews, that I really just thought that there's too much. He kind of has a real blank stare. I like the figure, but it's just kind of like a blank stare. He does come with the masthead, which I believe is the same that comes with all their troopers. They come with their plethora of hands, which are no longer in a bag. They're now all lined up in the plastic, so you don't have a bag. The action force is actually slotted a little bit different, so there have been a few changes. He holds the rifle perfectly fine. Again, here's all the different hands. So he comes with two, I heard someone call them dice rolling hands, the cupped hands. He comes with two thumb wrestling hands, two trigger fingers, and then two fists. Not a big fan of the fists, but I also don't have a lot of people punching. And then he comes with his helmet with his night vision, which does fit pretty nicely. It's a little loose, but again, I don't know how much you're really playing with it, but as soon as it's down, it's actually in a pretty good spot. So, once again, same vest as Condor, so I'm not really going to go over it. Again, I can't get this to go back in. I think I'm going to have to shave this down. So that's very disappointing that has not been addressed. I have not taken a look at the new figure, Duster, and seen how his is. Maybe it's addressed on that one. So, the other thing that I did want to show is, I mentioned how I'm not a big fan of the face. What was actually kind of funny is that my son looked at it. He's 15, and he's like, Rollout. Wow, that's a copy off of Roadblock. I don't really think it is, but I can see exactly how he got this. But took this head, which I got from my shield agents, and want to see how it fits. And I popped it off, and you can see the skin tone is a little different, but when you're looking straight at it, you can't tell. As a matter of fact, I actually like the way this face looks better. I'll try and hold the two up so you can actually see it. And again, I just think that there's maybe too many paint apps on it. It's trying to give it a more realistic look, and that's just how I feel. They seem kind of glossy. Just my personal opinion. Doesn't mean you have to feel the same way. But the helmet does fit on. So if you want to go on with the helmet, you can do this if you have one of the shield agents. So it is nice that I can interchange the heads. The one thing that he's done is that he's made sure all the joints are the same for the head, which unfortunately Hasbro doesn't do with their figures. So some figures fit, some figures don't. Some you gotta bore out, some you gotta take a little bit of sticky tack and throw it in there. So again, I guess I didn't really mention because I've done these so many times now, but I just have double jointed, pinless. Looks really nice. I like the way this arm looks. It's kind of wrapped around it. So nice looking figure all around. Me is going to fit in perfectly with my G.I. Joes. He does have drop down hips. Again, I'm really scared of this because I snapped the leg off of the scarabs and I didn't do anything. Literally pulled them off, went like this, and the thing just fell off. Just fell off like nothing. So be careful with the figures. Hopefully it gets taken care of, as he does seem to be somewhat of an honest guy, and that's what I'm hoping for when you're paying $32 for a figure. All right, let's wrap this up. Okay, so let's not wrap this up because a couple things I did forget, as it seems like it's been a little while since I've done one of these. So anyway, this is what they look like compared to the G.I. Joe Classified. As you can see, I think they fit perfectly well together. There's no doubt that you can put these two figures together. As you can see, he's already using one of the Valaverse weapons that I have. And here I have the Hasbro Marvel's head on it. So I already have a mixed and matched. I really do like it. Again, I really wish that this was taken care of. They do have butterfly joints. The other thing that I need to mention is that because of the big vests, it definitely does cause issues trying to pose the figures. Hopefully that can be addressed with newer vests. Again, I haven't really played around with the Duster, so I guess I'll see once I get him open, as he has a completely different vest. So anyway, that's what they look like together. He's going to fit perfectly in with the classified. I like that they already have they already have file names and code names, so pretty cool. Anyway, now we'll actually wrap it up. Okay, so there we have it. This is your Rollout figure. I guess I'm going to do a review on him. Even though I like this head a little more, I should put his real head on him. So that's what he looks like. Again, I do like the figure. I like the face. It has a blank stare. Again, I do think there's just too many paint apps, but that's just me. Obviously, everyone is subjective to what they like. I hope everyone likes it. I hope everyone can, mix and match and do kit bashing to make their figures look however they want. Or if you just want them to be standard, then so be it. I do like the figure. Be careful with them. If you don't need to, don't bother taking off the vest, as it is a pain to get back on. I have not been able to get one back on. I also don't have any of those figures. Those figures that I reviewed are a buddy of mine. I'm still waiting on Big Bad Toy to finally get theirs. And let's be honest, it's starting to look like those pirates have gotten that shipment. But they do stand really nice. Okay. No joint issues. He still does send the... Oh, man. He does still send this with it. Stating if you do have stiff joints. Again, no stiff joints at all this time. Again, wrist, hard to get out. But again, he has a thick wrist. We actually kind of compared this to see if you could fit him on a classified figure, and it's not going to happen. You'd have to shave it down. I'll probably try and do it because I really do like, these hands. I would love for Hasbro to do something like this, and I don't need them on all of them, but give us some because it's better to hold the rifle rather than us just stretch them out, stretch out the trigger fingers, since Hasbro classifieds just come with 2 trigger fingers. Anyway, I'm rambling on. That means it's my cue to get out of here for you guys to stop listening to me. Gonna get reviews on the other figures. Like I said, I still got to get the Sergeant Slaughter from a buddy of mine. I have Duster. I do have the Scarab, but because his leg broke, I want to wait and see if that gets rectified. I'm hoping that it does. Because I'm not here to, bash anyone. Just here to point out what I see, what I like, what I don't, where we might have problems. The one thing that I can say going from Wave 1 to Wave 2 is he did address some of the issues. And he did say that he is still working on addressing issues that he sees in Wave 2. So that's all you can ask for. If the product breaks, you hope that they're going to back the product. And I will soon find out. You hope that they see where they may have mistakes and they address them, and it really does seem like he is. So as far as I'm concerned right now, as still being a very, very, very young company and a very young line, they seem to be doing a good job to address the issues. Eventually we'll have a perfect figure, right? The only perfect figures were the O-rings, which would have worn Battle Grip. Oh wait, no, they had thumbs that broke, crashes broke. There's no such thing as a perfect figure. But doesn't mean you can't strive for it. And I think some of these companies are, and I'm really happy with this. So anyway, I'm rambling. And like I said, when I'm rambling, it means it's time for me to go. Anyway, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Follow the channel. I appreciate it. I do enjoy doing these videos. Sometimes I know I'm long-winded, like I'm doing right now, and sometimes I tend to forget things. But I feel like we've all seen these videos so many times that you kind of forget, oh yeah, they have butterfly joints, and this is how their wrist bend. I kind of want to show you the figure, what I like about it, how it looks with like a different head that I may seem to like a little more. Anyway, that's it. Instagram, A Punk with Toys. Hope you guys all have a wonderful night and happy toy hunting.